Hello everybody. So this is a weighted vest, which of all the things that I was looking at getting, I actually had weighted vests next on the list. And so in the next few months you're going to see me doing reviews of plate carriers, waiting for plates to arrive. Got a bunch of carriers to try out. Another one's coming. And then out of the blue, this company contacted me and they said, hey, would you be willing to review one of our weighted vests? And I thought, well, all right. I mean, if I'm doing plate carriers, I might as well do a weighted vest. So this is the Zelus 12-pound weighted vest. And I've had it for a little more than a week now, used it for all kinds of different things, and so far I'm pretty happy with it. It's very comfortable to wear these. Construction of these I think is fine. I have only had it a week, so nothing's really worn out on it. There's not that much really as far as features go. It's filled with what they call iron sand, and so I thought maybe it was lead shot or something like that. That's what a lot of like scuba weights are filled with, but this is iron sand, they say. So iron sand sounds like a martial arts movie or something. But it forms to your body and it's covered with 2.5 millimeter neoprene, kind of like wetsuit material, or sometimes they make can koozies out of this sort of thing. And these things with the stripes are reflective. So they glow in the dark in case you're out there running in the middle of the night or something like that. On the front, you can actually hook a carabiner in to a few places on this, and then it has a little neoprene cover here. And then you would clip this to keep it from bouncing around too much on your body. So on the back, there is a storage pocket, which I guess you could use to put your, I don't know, license and keys or something like that. But it also ships with this, which is meant to hold your cell phone on your arm. I've had several makes of this kind of thing. In fact, I think I bought one of these as a standalone item, and it is, they're always tight on my arm. So this one kind of is. I mean, they have to be snug. If you have big arms, you're really buffed out, then I don't know, this might be painful. But for normally proportioned people, it's probably snug without being too bad. Let's start off with what happens when you try to run with this thing. So I think a good test of this thing is put it on. I'm going to strap it on, take it for a little 3-mile run, see how it holds up, see how I hold up. We'll just see how it goes. Sucks, it's too heavy. I hate this. This is the worst thing ever. Took a little while. After about a quarter mile, I figured out a way that I can use this vest and really cover my 2 miles without too much pain or strain. Not that bad. Okay, so clearly running is not my thing. There have been times where I ran a lot. I've never been good at it. I have these little short, stumpy legs and a lot of upper body weight. So running's not great, but where I see this thing having a lot of value would be for somebody that needs extra weight for body weight exercises. If you were really good at chin-ups, you could wear a vest and do chin-ups with a vest. The other two that I think right off the bat would be with squats or push-ups. So push-ups especially, I kind of hated doing them in the Army. And if you've ever been in the military, they used to make you do push-ups as a punishment because they're really an unpleasant exercise because you just do them kind of endlessly, and I don't know, they never really seem to do a lot of good. I mean, it was a blessed day when I discovered how much more I could accomplish with a bench press. But with this, it puts the weight right over your shoulder blades. So even the part that's hanging on your chest is hanging back, pulling your shoulder blades to the ground. So this will amp up your push-ups and it'll amp up your body weight squats. If you're into burpees and things like that, this would be great for that. I've seen guys that do burpees with weighted vests. Personally, I don't want anything where I'm adding impact to knees. That's just me. You get old, you get a little bit fragile. If you're still somebody with really super strong knees, maybe you don't care. But I'll go ahead and do some push-ups and some body weight squats. Also, if you do crunches, this could help you with your crunches too, right? So it's again putting that weight right on your shoulder blades so that when you crunch up, they'll provide you with some extra resistance. So here's what it would look like with body weight exercises. I'm not sure that I would use this for running. What I did use it for, though, was at work. I got to walk between buildings a few times a week, and so I wore this underneath my backpack. Okay, so in the end, do I recommend it? I do, for people who want a compact accessory that helps them with bodyweight squats and push-ups and things that they can do in their apartment, or people who like to hike. If you want to go for a 3-mile hike or something, or 10-mile hike, or however far you want to hike, throw one of these on. Now all of a sudden it's a completely different workout. This is only 12 pounds, so this is not a monster at all. The other ones that I'm looking at, probably more in the 16 to 22 pound range when you're talking about plate carriers with a couple of heavy plates in them. And so Rogue makes plates for exercise purposes, but again, we'll get into that topic in a little bit. But overall, I would say, yeah, it's got a purpose. For a person with a big gym where you're doing bench press, maybe not. Squats with a bar on your back are probably, those are probably superior to this. But, I mean, there are guys that talk about not wanting to put a bar up on your back and do squats. If you're doing that kind of thing, I mean, this could add some more resistance to your hex bar squat. The other thing I was thinking was, if you're creative, I don't know about 12 pounds, but if you're doing deadlifts, then one of the tougher parts of the deadlift is just hanging onto the bar. Here you're putting the weight on your shoulders, which ultimately is what your arms are attached to. So you could get a little more benefit on a deadlift if you use this versus just adding weight to the bar. Like anything, I mean, you change one little thing and then it changes a bunch of other little systems. But I think for the money, it's hard to go wrong. As a gift idea for somebody that's into fitness, probably a great thing to do. For you, again, if you're looking for something you can keep in the office, I'll probably take this to the office and throw it on a shelf there. And then on days where I can't get out of the office, I'm just there all day, maybe throw it on and do a few sets of squats, maybe some push-ups if I can put a towel down on that disgusting floor. And so I think it has some value. So as far as bang for the buck, I think it's pretty good. And they're going to send a heavier one that I can make a more direct comparison to the plate carriers with. But at 12 pounds, it's so inexpensive. It's a really cheap fitness accessory, and it can help a lot of your exercises. So for the money, I recommend it. Take a look down in the description, see what these things cost. Shop around, maybe you can find one cheaper, but I wasn't able to. I looked through Amazon, this was the cheapest one I could find, and at least for a little while, there's a discount code. The promotion code, check down in the description. There's going to be a link and a promotion code, and the promotion code isn't good for a super long amount of time. Other thing I'll add, a lot of the times that people direct you to links or promotion codes, it's because then they get some payment back from the company. It's a way that they can kind of track the sales. I'm not getting any. So if you buy this thing or you don't, I don't make any extra money off of it. So I kind of prefer it that way. I don't have to make a living doing this, obviously, or else I'd be in big trouble. But I sort of have a day job, and this has always been just something where I just wanted a platform where I could just give honest opinions on these sort of things. But if you use the link, please use the link, and then the promotion code, and it'll save you a little bit of money, but I don't get any money off of it, so that's not my incentive for doing it. Full disclosure on this, they mailed me this weighted vest, but they asked how much I would charge to do a paid promotion on one, or how much would I charge to do a review. And I just told them I don't accept money for that because I don't want that to cloud my judgment at all. They did not tell me that I had to say anything positive about it or that it had to be a good review. I just, between the two of us, between me and my subscribers, all of you guys out there. I would never do a review if one of the conditions was that they told me what the review had to say as far as the quality of the item. So best of luck, everybody. Have a great workout, and we'll see you again soon.